Hi everyone, welcome to Try This Workout, where I do live workouts every morning at 6 a.m. Yeah guys, at 6 a.m. Central Time I do live workouts, but I also do videos where I talk about what I'm eating, because I think working out and what you eat works hand in hand. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about what I learned from doing ADF and from doing the 60-hour fast. Okay, so I decided to do the 60-hour fast. When I first started doing ADF on April the 1st 2022, I was doing alternate day, okay, and I was fasting from around 16 hours. I think my maximum was 36 hours during that time, and I was able to reach Autophagy. So hopefully I'm saying it right. And that was the one that I always wanted to reach. I noticed that whenever I reach that stage, which is the second stage of fasting. So let me quickly tell you guys, there are 5 stages of fasting, and the first stage is the ketosis and heavy ketosis. I'm going to drop the link in the comment area and the description area where you can learn more about it. And then the second stage is autophagy. I believe that's how it's said. The third stage is growth hormone. The fourth stage is insulin reduction. And the fifth stage is immune and rejuvenation. So please read that information in the comment area and description area to learn what is happening to your body during each stage. So I noticed that whenever I reach autophagy, what happens is that how to pronounce it?
Autophagy.
Yeah, autophagy. Okay, so I noticed that whenever I reach that stage, I tend to lose more weight, and I also my body feels much better, and I also have the best mental clarity ever. It's like a rush. Okay, and my brain is at high alert. I can remember things. I can perform more tasks even though I'm fasting, and I usually reach that around 24 hours. So I decided, and I was like, well, I've done 36 hours and I've also done 40 hours, and I think the most I did was 44 hours. So I said, you know what, let me try 60 hours. Now, before you decide to do 60 hours, I would not advise for you to just jump straight from either doing IF, which is intermediate fasting, or even OMAD to just straight going into 60 hours. I want you guys to work at it, maybe through 12 hours, 24 hours, and work at it, because if you do that, your butt, it's just different. I just feel like it's not advisable just jump straight into 60 hours or even 72 hours, which I've not done. So when I did this, it was a time when my family wasn't around, so I wasn't in that need of, oh, it's time to eat dinner, let's eat dinner, because we always eat dinner together. I could do this on my own. So yeah, my family is around now. So I started on Thursday at 8 p.m. after I'd had my meal, and the meal I had, I'm gonna tell my daughters that I'm recording. So after I'd eaten a meal, and the meal that I had that day, I did an OMAD on that day, and because I just gotten out of another fast, so I did an OMAD and I ate between 7 and 8. I ended my eating at 8, and I had a stir fry, which is what I made myself: peppers, onions, carrots, any vegetable I had in the house. I just lightly stir fried it in olive oil. I added some salmon to it. I did a little side salad on the side, and then I add some bread, and then tomato, like stew, Nigerian stew, and a little bit of beef. And I started the fast on Thursday, and my plan was to break it on Thursday at 8 p.m. and my plan was to break it at 8 a.m. So I'm going to tell you what happened during that time. So from 8 p.m. Thursday to Friday morning, I was fine. I did my workout. I actually did more workout. I had so much energy, and I did more workout than I normally did. I usually, you know, of course, I do live workout on this channel. Try this workout, but I also went to my Facebook page. My Facebook page is called Discovery Natural, and I did some workout on there also, and I lifted weights. So I was thinking that, whoo, girl, you're gonna be so tired, you're not gonna be able to complete this 60 hours. But I said, you know what, let me just keep going. So I kept going. After my workout, I took my bath, did my work, and I drank some green tea. So just plain green tea, no honey, no lemon, no nothing. I drank green tea at that time. So yeah, I decided, I just kept on going. Friday, when Friday ended, I also wanted to do some gardening. Yo, I had so much energy. I got my mulch, I did some gardening. I did a lot of gardening. I sweated it out. So that's another workout on top of that. And then after doing gardening, I had a terrible backache. So I just laid down, I watched some Netflix, I just chilled. Then Saturday morning, I was feeling so much better. It was as if my body was repairing itself. Normally when I have backache, this is something I notice. So the first thing I notice is that after I read that 24 hours, right, at Autophagy, I have mental clarity, right? Then after that, you know, after that stage, the next stage is the growth hormone and stuff. So the growth hormone stage, I was getting near to that stage by Saturday. So when I got near to that stage, what happened was that my body the backache was gone within mid-morning of Saturday. So what I did was that I just took my car, I washed my car. I'm usually washing the car takes about 1.5 hours. I took it to the drive-through, and then I washed the inside, cleaned the inside, and then I took my husband's car to wash that car. I had ton and loads of energy. So I was closing into the 36 hours now, right? And I felt no urge, absolutely no urge to eat or anything. My body, the nutrient I had already stored, was working on its own. I didn't have any headache at this point. And remember, I was doing a dry fast, so I didn't drink any water. Yeah, I didn't drink any water. And do I advise you to do that? Personally, I don't. I just want to see what is my body capable of. You know, trying to push my body, because sometimes I think we limit our body. Sometimes our body is capable of so many things, repairing itself, energizing itself, and we don't give it compliments of doing that. So when you are fasting, it's best to drink water and maybe put some electrolytes in it, or some pink salt, natural salts in it, just to bring your electrolytes up. But I didn't do that. I just said, you know what, let's see how it goes. So Saturday, I had to pick up my girls from their trip that they went to, and I was getting a light headache at this point. I would not lie, I was just getting a light headache. So I went outside, got some fresh air, and I felt better. It was as if I just needed that fresh air, and I got better. So now I was coming towards the end of my fast, and it was the evening time. So at this point, I had reached the 4th stage, which is insulin reduction. Now, when I reached that insulin reduction, in the middle of the night. I woke up to use the restroom. So let me just say something. Right when I started my fast, the second day I started my fast, on Friday, my period came. Usually when my period comes, I'm at that stage where I think I'm premenopause. But since I started this fast, it's as if I'm newly getting my period. I'm anemic, so the thing is this, sometimes I don't get my period, but since I've been doing this fast, my period, when it came, so this is the second period I'm getting during this fast. I got one on the 1st of April, and now I'm getting another one. So my period, the blood has been, and this TMI, sorry, the blood has been red, like really red, which is something the last time I experienced really red blood was maybe after giving birth, or when I first started my period. This is really weird. It was, you know, when they say rich blood, very rich, very oxidated, very nice. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. So my body was cleansing itself. So I said I read the fourth period around midnight stage. Was it before midnight stage? And I went to bed. I slept really good because I went to bed at 9 o'clock. I woke up at 2 a.m. and my body felt as if it had had enough sleep. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I started doing my social media stuff, and I noticed that I started having some kind of fatigue around 5 a.m. I started around 4 a.m. I started having some kind of fatigue, like, oh my gosh, can I even make it till 8 a.m., which was the end of the 60 hours. And at that time, I had reached the fifth stage, which is immune cell rejuvenation. So what happened was that I just went to bed right away. I just tried to force myself to go sleep again. When I did that, I think it allowed the cells in my body to do what it's supposed to do. So I wasn't being active, so my body repaired itself again. I am like so amazed. I've never experienced this before. I've never fasted this long before, ever. Even when doing it spiritually, I only fasted 12 hours, broke the fast and stuff. But this was, I was so amazed by what my body could do. So the pain, how did the pain, when I woke up at 7, like around 6:50, 7 o'clock. The pain all over my body was gone. I felt as if I'd just eaten a meal. I felt so energetic and stuff. I was even thinking that maybe I can push this to 72 hours, but I said, no girl, learn, baby step, learn. So I decided to break my fast. At 8 o'clock, when my fast was supposed to break, what I did was that I started prepping my food to break my fast. Now, in the past, I would have just eaten anything that was in the fridge, but I wanted to be more educated in how to properly break fast. So I'd been studying and researching how to properly break fast, and the thing that they said was protein, protein, protein. So my food of choice was 3 eggs. I made some salad on the side, which was spring mix and carrot and cucumber, and I put a little bit of dressing on it, like raspberry dressing on it, and fat free, of course. And then I had a little bit of turkey, so the turkey was about this size. And then I also had, I said 3 eggs, and then I had 2 strawberries and a cup of tea with honey, and I felt so energized. So I broke my fast about 60 hours 48 minutes, give or take, of that time. So when I started my fast, I weighed myself, and I know I had water and food from the last feast I did, and I was weighing myself at 149.2. And when I broke my fast, I broke my fast at I was weighing myself, I weighed myself, and I was weighing 142. So that is it. That is what happened when I fasted for 60 hours. And if you are planning to do that, I would like to know, what is your experience doing ADF, IF, OMAD? What kind of fast? Any timed fasting? I would like to learn from you guys. But overall, this experience has been great. My skin, I'm not wearing any makeup, and my skin is glowing. You guys see, everything looks good. I did experience chapped lips just before because I wasn't drinking water, so I was a bit dehydrated. So I'm just gonna continue today and just pace myself. I'm not gonna eat so heavy. I'm gonna drink tons of water to rehydrate myself again. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.